Hey guys, this is my new Burning Abyss deck profile. Yay! I decided to make it again because I changed a few stuff. And while granted, there's still that one card I need to get from the Phantom Knight Exceed because he's pretty good in that deck. First, for that card, I will probably take out Alucard or Zenmates. Probably Zenmates because it's pretty slow, and Alucard's still not a bad card because you could destroy a set. So, whereas the Phantom, you just have to the Phantom Knight, you have to tribute himself to destroy a card. So with that being, I don't have him yet. I don't think he's worth $30 personally. I think he's worth 15. Just because he did good in one tournament does not mean it's a good deck. But it probably will. We'll wait and see. But that's just my guess. So to start off, we want one graph because graph is very good. It's banned. It's limited to one. And yeah, you get your monsters out faster. 2 Seers, just the engine from your graveyard. He's good too. You get him with when Dante's destroyed. You get Seer, and yeah, that's it. You get Seer, and then you could loop it again. I run 3 Scarms. The searcher of the deck, you search for you can't search for Rhino, unfortunately, but this card could search Tour Guide, which is very good. I like 2 Livics because you special summon from your hand. More special summoning, the better. 2 Farfras, even though you can't really target, it's still not a bad defense. And it's 1900 defense too. It's pretty nice. This fucker, negating monster effects, pretty good. Drops a Burning Abyss spell or trap card. I don't run good and evil, but I prefer thinning out my deck with this card. Like, he isn't bad. And he's also another name to make Dante. And Burn for Game. For the tuner. He's still worth a lot of money for whatever reason. I don't think he's worth it either. Like, he's probably like, what, 10? Alright, but yeah. Run Rubric. You make Virgil. I used to love Virgil, but in this format, it's probably not as good. 2 Effect Veilers. For Monarchs. For basically anything. Like, I would run that. It's a really good hand trap. I don't try to run anymore though, because you might get cloggy and then like you kind of lose the identity of the deck. 3 Rhinos, so your BA monsters stay on the board and you can make Dante. Tour Guide, self-explanatory. You get Graph and then you make plays with it. Spells, I run 3 Twin Twisters and Foolish. Before I used to run 2, but then I figured 3 is probably not a bad idea either. I was teching in Fire Lake. But Fire Lake's a little slow. Twin Twist, you could get it right now. So, yeah. And Foolish, send your cards to the graveyard. Let's see, where's my babies? Traveler, very good. During the end phase, boom. Get all those monsters you send to the graveyard. Make more Dantes. 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance. This deck doesn't really run that much spells. It's really good. Even if you're playing against somebody who's not really Pendulum based, there's still lots of decks that rely on spell cards. And this really slows it down. I would side them out against like Teller Knights or Infernoids or even Cosmos. I still like 2 Mistakes in this deck. Stop Searching. I mean, for local events, you're not gonna, you'll never know what deck they're gonna use. So, yeah, I would main deck Mistakes, at least for locals. 2 Hornet Heavens, tribute a monster, negate the summon. Only inherit summons though. You can't stop like Call the Haunted or Monster Effect. But if you Synchro Summon and you activate this, or Pendulum Summon, it's a good card. I would take him off for Solemn Strikes, but I don't think Solemn Strike, at least financially, is probably not worth it, because I have a feeling it's going to go to 1, because most Solemn cards do. 1 Vanities, stops your opponent's play. Bottomless, stops Scales, your opponent, boom, 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 exceed, and shit. It's like, no, not exceed, pendulum. And it's like, you just get rid of them. Discard the time space. I trolled somebody so hard with that card. They sent out like 3 monsters at once, and it's like, time space, pay 3k, like, bye-bye. All to the deck. Skill drain, because I run to that one card. Solemn, because solemn. Torrential. Send monsters to the graveyard. Yay. So now I'm going to do the side deck, because I got nothing better to do. Probably the only card I will get rid of is Fairy Wind. I feel like I have too many stuff to stop scales and pendulums. So I need to give love to some Cosmos and run Imperial Iron Wall, or maybe the Mega Tech. Fire Lake, because there is lower tier decks, you have to, and you could run that pretty nicely. 2 Dark Holes, 1 Raigeki. I'll probably take out 1 Dark Hole, but I like this a lot. Breakthrough skill, simply because of Infinity. Grand Horn, pendulums. That's why, I wanted to get rid of Fairy Wind, because kind of no point. 2 Maxis. I tried running Maxi in my main deck, but I drew them and I milled them, and it's kind of like, fuck, what are you gonna do? So I feel like a side deck is a little better. I run 1 of him and 2 of him. I like this ratio a lot, but I would probably run 2. I would probably take this one out and run 2 of this, because the monster effect is pretty good. But this card is fucking like. I stopped my friends to tell us with it. Like, holy shit. It was funny. 3 Dante for my extra deck. Pretty obvious. 2 Acid Golems. I run what's that one card called? I run Skill Drain, so yeah. This works really well, but I probably plan to take 1 out. Once Beatrice comes out, I'll take out all my downers and probably take 1 out for, obviously not the shiny one, but I'll take out the fucker, for the fusion. Because the fusion's not that bad once you run Beatrice. 3 downers, they're going to leave for Beatrice pretty soon, but it's still a good card. Beatrice is just better, and probably going to be expensive. But, what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. Okay, so 1 Nightmare Shark, Punch for Game. Is really fun. And then Angler. Keeps your monster safe. Zenmain's, Alucard. I'm debating whether to take 1 out or the other. Like, for the new Phantom Knight Exceed. It's probably this one, but I don't know. Like, there's some situations where you'll need Zenmains. 2 Utopic Futures for that one dude, Cosmos. You get out their Dark Destroyer, you get this guy out, you punch the Dark Destroyer, and it's like, it's so dirty. 1 Virgil, because when he's destroyed, you draw a card, not JK, but his effect's pretty good. You just ditch a card to send 1 card. Yeah, but you have to target, unfortunately, but you can't always get what you want. So this is my deck list. Please leave a comment how much my deck sucks, how much my deck's good, all that good shit. With that being said, I appreciate it, and yeah, see you next time.